Yo, what it is, what's going on, how it be, all that jazz.
There we go.
All right.
What up?
What up, what
Why
up,
can
what
I
up,
hear
what up?
nothing? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
We
can
can
Yes.
hear
hear
you.
you. Yep. We can hear you. Okay, so welcome. It's the Tastemakers
Y'all hear me?
Podcast, and
Yes.
let's see here.
Oh wait, I'm good now. Can you hear me now better?
Yeah, we can hear you, guys. Yes.
But can you hear me through the mic though?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
All right.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna change that setting here. All right, I think I'm good after that. Okay. All right, well, welcome. It's Wednesday night. It's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We in these YouTube streets. It's time for another Tastemakers Pod. That's made your man CB. That's your man Goss. That's Brina. They call me, quote, we are your tastemakers for tonight. It's a whole lot to talk about, a whole lot of things are going on and things of that nature. Just, man, dude, things is crazy. And I'm tired. Like, it's a lot to talk about, but I don't mean I necessarily feel like talking about it. Make sure to like, make sure to share, subscribe, do all those things. You know what I mean? But most importantly, share it out, tell a neighbor, tell a friend. We are live on the Tastemakers Pod. I feel like it's been a while, so we'll definitely do a mental health check, see kind of how everybody's week, everybody's February, everybody's Black History Month is going. And we'll start with the person that we ain't seen in the longest.
Man,
CB, how's your
Happy New Year.
2026? You know what I
Uh,
mean?
2026 is feeling a lot like January 2025.
Is that good or bad?
Yeah.
Um, well, I'll take it back. Personally, and familiarly, everything's been kind of up and down. Amazing things happening with my kids. They're all prospering. My daughter, my oldest daughter, that's the main reason why I kind of been absent. Just being a cheer dad, I'm new to this world of competition cheer. But my oldest daughter, they county champs, and I'm proud of my baby, proud of the girls and all they accomplished. My middle child, she's into everything, so she just had like a winter concert kind of thing today for her school, and then she's going to be in a play coming up. She did a play, I think end of December, like in the middle of December, right before went out for winter break. Um, my son's about to start piano lessons, so we just got a lot of stuff going on with the kids. My wife's birthday just passed, and we got Valentine's Day this weekend. It's been a lot of everything going on. We lost a really 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 close friend, low key responsible for my wife and I even ever meeting each other.
Mm.
And a big chunk of the friend group that I have now stems from her, from the friend that we lost. That was my wife's first friend in college. All of that stuff. So just a myriad of emotions up and down with that. My wife got a chance to go back to LA for the services where it was like 70 degrees. Meanwhile, I'm over here with this winter storm, and I've never heard the term snowcrete in my life. And they're tossing it around like that's just a regular part of the vernacular.
Did you say snow creep?
Yeah, snowcrete, like concrete, but snow.
Snow creep? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's monstrous.
Yeah, I'm seeing that a lot, and it's crazy. Um, I miss Santa Monica Pier. I miss beaches. I miss warm climates. Like I miss crypto. I miss I miss Slauson. I miss it all. But no, everything's good. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Think I'm in an okay place. There's always room for improvement. I see it. Yeah, I see it. There's always room for improvement. But overall, no real complaints, man. I'm still here. I'm on the right side of the grass. So yeah.
That's what it is. As I eat these wasabi edamame beans.
Dang, because that's
Um,
not gonna rock with these Five Guys fries.
Oh no.
We got the opposite end of the spectrum tonight.
Yeah. That's not about that healthy living that I've started to do a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's
So-
right. You are on your healthy tip.
Yeah. You want
Get that
you want
shot
your,
yet? Oh man.
you want your Jamal Bryant?
No. We don't.
Is he really plant based? Like, is that real?
No, I don't think so. No. Jamal Bryant's not.
I can't
plant-based.
see it.
Now hold on though, y'all. Is it me or I who have been running away from and ignoring and dodging Jamal Bryant for many, many years? Is there something about Jamal Bryant that is starting to be a little endearing? Is it the wife? What is it?
Nah, because he be holding black people down.
I think
Is
it's
that what
that.
it is?
I think that's what it is.
But he's been doing that forever.
He has been doing
Yeah,
it
but
forever.
he just seems like a rebrand
Stands out more
happened
now.
or something. Because when did I become a fan?
It could be his wife. It could be
I'm not
his
ready
wife.
to give fan yet quite yet. But I
could be
actually
It's something because I was the opposite of that.
I hearted a joint recently, dude. I was like, ooh, and I was like, have I ever liked a Jamal Bryant post before?
That's wild.
It's like
Wow.
Y'all
Yeah,
treat him like
hey,
a broken
hey.
clock.
he gets it. Yeah, he get it right. Twice a day.
That's
but
true.
no. Shouts out to. I can't believe I'm saying it. Shouts out to Jamal
Don't be
Bryant.
shady, dog. Just shout out to Jamal Bryant.
That's hilarious to me that I'm even saying that. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's go to Brina. Brina, how your week been? How you be? How's your Black History Month going?
So I'm just trying to stay healthy because everybody at work is sick. And I'm just hearing people like coughing and I'm no, I don't know why people, come into the office if they don't feel well. Like the PTO days just reset last month. So like why are you here?
You can't work from
That's-
home?
Depends on your job.
Okay.
Depends on your job. Like I know my team can, but yeah, there are people in the office with fevers and all kinds of other stuff going on, and I'm just confused. I am confused, but other than that, everything's been good. Family's good, church is good. My 7-year-old nephew is in a youth basketball league, and those games are hilarious. The refs don't call anything because, like, what are they gonna call? Because everything is adorable, and my nephew's still learning how to dribble, so he'll just every play he has is a fast break because he's either stealing the ball from one of his teammates and just running down the court carrying the ball like a running back. And I'm just in shambles every single weekend. But yeah, they're enjoying themselves and having fun, and I'm just there for the comedy.
Do they have like that one kid in the league where it's clear, okay, their daddy is raising them, like you gonna go pro and get us all out
Yep.
the hood?
There's definitely a baby Luca on that team.
I
Wow.
was like, why
Yep.
is he Euro stepping at 6?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
wild.
definitely one of those. So yeah, I'm following that kid for sure.
That's what it is. Goss. How you happy? How you Black History Month been?
Y'all so much. First of all, I'll say I'm starting Black History Month off with talking to a new white woman. And
I beg your pardon.
I think I really like her. I think I
beg
really
your
like it.
pardon.
You couldn't have given our sisters 1 month?
Nah. They couldn't give me
Shouts
no
out
money.
to Judon. Shouts out to Judon in the chat.
I low key just had this conversation with somebody.
Did you get did you feel slighted by black women? Is that what that is?
No, I don't. I just
Come on, they couldn't give you no months.
the ones I want to talk to don't like me.
So that's what I was gonna say. I just had this conversation with somebody about interracial dating and whatever, and they feel very strongly about staying within your race. And I was like, I mean, I get it, but what if you have a situation where you got guys who will shoot their shot at the girls that resemble them most, but they don't score no buckets there.
Yeah.
They're not getting any action. They're not getting the affection, so they go where they're loved.
I wouldn't say all that. I know plenty of black women that love me, but I just
You
don't
just
like,
don't like
them.
them.
Right. I just don't like them. And the ones that I love don't love me. So
What a conundrum.
yeah, exactly. So I just happen to be attracted to white women and they love me and I like them. So at this point in time, that's what it is. And I have no qualms about it at all. I will proudly take her out.
Like you couldn't just during Black History Month, you couldn't have just fasted or abstained in the month of of Black History of February.
No,
Does she at least have box braids?
I don't want that kind of white girl.
I'm being silly. Brina got it.
If I'm gonna date a white girl, she's gonna be white. She's not gonna be the white girl that acts black. Like she's gonna be white. So that's interesting because that's new. Literally just took her out for coffee yesterday, matter of fact. And it's funny how I did it because I had some matter of fact quote. She was at Jesus and R&B. She was at Jesus and R&B, and that's why I kind of broke the ice to let her know that I'm noticing you, just in case you didn't know. So I went up to her real quick, told her she was amazing, had a quick conversation, and then I got pulled in a different direction. So then at church, we always run into each other at church, but it's conversations in passing. It's not never we get to talk. So I was like, listen, I'm about to slide in the DM. So I slid in her DM and said, hey, Allie,
Names.
we always, I don't care.
Clearly.
I said, we always see each other in passing, but we never get a chance to talk.
Allie is a really white name. Is it Allison? Is her name Allie?
No, you heard what I said, Allie.
It's Allie.
I know
Yeah,
Allie as
white.
well.
That's
I do
white.
too. We all
Ally.
No, Allie.
I.e.
Okay.
Yeah. That's white.
So I said, you should let me take you out for a cup of coffee. And she obliged. So we had coffee yesterday for like 3 hours on accident. It wasn't supposed to be 3 hours, but it ended up being 3 hours. And we start texting, boom, boom, boom. So this might, this might be a little something, something. So we're gonna see where that goes. That's just like the newest thing. But y'all, so much stuff has happened. I ain't got no heat in my house. I ain't had heat the whole month of February.
I
Actually,
remember you saying something like this. But
it's the
what in
last,
world?
and it's been cold.
What are they doing? Yeah, it's been cold. What are they doing to
Somebody.
reimburse, to
They're not
fix?
doing
What are they
nothing.
doing?
I want out my lease. I went down to the office, talked to them people. I said I want out of my lease immediately with no penalty. They weren't trying
Which
to do
they
it.
said, what?
Wow.
How? They don't got no heat
They said it's
in the
not law.
winter.
They said the law says you got to have it for at least 30 days in order to have a legal leg to stand on. It's
Right.
gotta
How
be
long
at least
has it
30
been?
days.
What day is today?
Today's day 11. So
That's wild. It's been cold.
Mm-mm.
I know. So
That's crazy.
I
Do
know.
they
it's
at least
insane.
sound like they're trying to send some maintenance workers your way?
It's not to the maintenance. What it is because this has been happening since last summer. So in the summertime, when the extreme temperatures happen, the HVAC breaks. So when it breaks, they put Band-Aids on it because the company doesn't want to buy a whole new HVAC for this 600 apartment building. So they keep putting Band-Aids on it, but the Band-Aids keep breaking because it's a Band-Aid. It's not a permanent fix. And a realtor was telling me, yeah, you really can't do anything. It's a messed up situation. But like, they're just like dirty landlords. Like they're just, so it's like, there's nothing legally that I can do until it's consistently out for 30 days. So been dealing with that. And luckily, this week has been not hot, but it's been nice. So
It's been a balmy 40.
yeah, exactly. So
I mean, we was in the in the teens, and
we were. Yes, I know. I was freezing.
Wow.
I'm about to say,
Yeah.
up this way, it was like wind chill was negative.
Yes.
Yeah, it was in the negatives here too.
Yes, it's been very cold. I'm about to call channel 12, channel 10 for you guys in 757.
Ah,
On
they
your
still got
side.
done.
Yeah, I'm about to call
Don ain't
12
here
on your
anymore.
side because they got to get exposed. And then, so like it's funny because everybody's trying to help me, but they're like, they don't know, like I don't have a legal leg to stand on. Like I just got to keep complaining, because they say keep track of your complaints, make sure you're emailing them every day, make sure they're giving you responses. And like these people know the law because like they going by the book.
They're gonna wait till
Like-
day 29.
Right,
Mhm.
exactly. So I found out about this new thing today though called 311, and you can call 311 and I can have an inspector from the city of Richmond come to the building and make sure everything's up to par. And if it's not, they'll get fined daily until they fix it. I just found out about that today. So I called the inspector. They about to be on here. I'm about to put them on Facebook blast because like I've done everything I can. So doing that while also in the process of buying a house. Because I might be doing that too, but I'm not sure because this is a lot at once. Because if I get let out my lease, I can't buy a house in 5 days. So I gotta have somewhere to go. You feel me? So I'm thinking about putting the house on hold and buying it next year and going to another apartment building for a year and then going through the whole house process, that kind of thing. But I got Pastor Fred Wyatt, your boy, quote, over here trying to sell me this crib. You know what I mean? And he's trying to make
When he become my boy. But anyway, go ahead.
I mean, you know, he's
know
part of the
Fred,
family
yeah.
tree. So got that going on. Man, everything popping. Domination, big news coming up with that. That's gonna be fire news when that drops. Arguing with people on Facebook about these monks and telling them why we can't pray with the Buddhist monks, and they don't understand why we can't pray with the Buddhist monks, and they tell him, and they making stupid arguments, and I'm just like, y'all don't know nothing about Christianity or the Bible or scripture. How are y'all telling me this and telling me, well, of course, no, nigga, like, like I just want to like grab him by their shoulders and be like, no, you cannot. I mean, it's always funny when like, and I say this in a respectful way, but it's gonna sound crazy. It's funny when people who know nothing about scripture, nothing about the Bible, nothing about context, will say something and be like, the Bible says this, and this is what this means. I'm like, oh, what seminary did you go to? How long have you been studying the Bible? What pastor gave you credentials to preach? Because I think I have all of them. And I think I would know better than you. Like, this is what I'm thinking. But I can't say that. I can't say that because then I'm being a jerk. Yeah. Currently arguing on Facebook when I put a post and I said, listen, I'm not praying with these Buddhist monks. That's where I draw the line. All right. I'll dap them up when they come here and when they march and when they do their thing, but I'm not praying with them because we're not praying to the same God.
So, was it a necessary post?
No, it wasn't. But I just wanted to let people know.
As long as you know that you brought this upon yourself.
Oh, for sure. Because every now and then, you know, Christianity is mad worldly now. So every now and then, I gotta let niggas know it's still Jesus, nigga. It's still, like, yo, I don't know what y'all gonna think this is. It's Jesus, nigga. I'm about to put down shit. So that's my current conversation with the people on Facebook. What else been going on? There's something else happening, yo. J. Cole was in the city. Feel me? He was pulling up to all the HBCUs, going crazy. J. Cole's a smart man. He's a smart young man. He took it back to the essence, and he went on tour to different HBCUs in his 1997 Honda Accord, driving across the country. That is crazy.
Slinging out the trunk.
Yeah, selling CDs out the trunk. He was at Hampton in Norfolk State this past 2 days. He was at Morehouse. He was at FAMU. Like driving his 97 Honda Accord. Like you're a multimillionaire driving across the country in your 97 Honda Accord with you and your homies. Taking it back
upgrade from riding a bike.
I don't even feel comfortable.
He can afford so much more. Like, bro.
Yeah. I don't even feel comfortable.
Yeah, like he's really about the people. You know what I mean? So I saw those videos. That was super fire. But yeah, yo, I'm really like trying to see what's up with this white jump. Like, I might be like, listen, y'all. So I realized some things about myself that I want to explain here real quick. So y'all know I'm like superficial, right?
Yes.
Y'all know that? So I realized, okay, so side note, she has a little kid too. She got a 5-year-old. But I realized, you know what? I think I'm okay with that because this means that, you know what I mean? She may not want another kid, and that's fine. So now I have a family, quote unquote. All three of us can be a family, and like you don't even got to get pregnant again, and like you don't even got to go through. I don't got to go through the changing diapers phase. I don't got to go through the phase of, you know what I'm saying, the infant phase. I don't got to go through the phase of, you know what I'm saying. You might look a little different because you pregnant.
By chance, and I think I know this is going to be a hard no, but by chance, is baby daddy a black guy?
No. Well, actually, I don't know. He might be. I don't know. Tell you the truth.
You've seen the kid, right?
Oh, no, you're right. Right. Yeah, no, the kid's white. Yeah, he's definitely white.
Okay,
definitely white.
I just wanted to.
And still, baby daddy's still in the picture. She said that she goes and they every other week they switch. You know what I mean? Because we were trying to link up, and she was telling me her free weekends and the weekends that she's a mother and whatnot. So, but like I wasn't as bothered by it.
She's a mother. Sounds crazy.
Yo,
and I wasn't bothered by it. I wasn't bothered by it as much as I thought I was going to be bothered by it, because I realized the only reason why I was or had any kind of hesitation towards having kids was for the reasons that I named. So now I'm like, this could work. You feel me? Bring your little fine mama over here. And like kids love me. You know what I mean? Kids
I don't know why.
me.
I just picture you like that dude, like, where your mom at, nigga? Where your mom's at? Where your mom at?
The only hesitation I got is like, man, like I'm really gonna be stuck in that white world if I do this. Like,
so speaking of that, I've been wanting to ask you this, and maybe in today. Well, actually, I'm not acting like I've been wanting to ask you this forever, but just today, as you've been talking, and you are in that white world, like, what do you and the whites talk about?
As far as what?
Just period. Like, what do you guys talk about?
Same thing I talk about with the blacks.
Really?
Black man in a white world.
Yeah. It's just a different style of conversation. I say that. So like when we were talking about like Donald Trump and talking about everything that happened this past week with Donald Trump, right? Mm-hmm. If I was talking with the blacks would be like, niggas is tripping, bro. Like this nigga had niggas on the different, you know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of slang, blah, blah, blah. It's mad funny. It's way more funnier talking to about the blacks. The white people are just conservative. Like they just talk differently. They don't use slang. They don't.
So code switching is what you've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
No, they know I'm not gonna code switch. I'm now listen. I'm not gonna say nigga in front of white people. That's not what I do. But I'm still talking regular. Like I'm talking like this. Like I'm not. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like I'm not. I'm using bet and word and nah. We up. Nah, he's tripping. Like you know what I'm saying.
But they be real conservative. Like
no.
Like MAGA?
No, not MAGA. No. Stop talking like that, quote.
I mean, I don't know. Listen, man, I was raised around white people my whole adolescence for the most part until I was in my teenage years, and I made a decision. You know, no more white folk. And now I feel kind of bad about it, but I did make that decision. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't do that. For what I want to do in life, I need white people.
Yeah, like, you know, I mean, obviously, I mean, I understand your
Yeah, for sure. So like, I'm not opposed to the conversations, to the challenges, to the whatever that's gonna come with this. I am the most worried I'm about. The most thing I'm worried about is like, black girls are gonna hate me. They're gonna stop supporting me. Like that's the most thing I'm thinking about. Is in my head.
Listen, it's not your job to please the people you're not with.
Like it's gonna be a lot of defense, and like I don't want her to go through that. You know what I'm saying? Because she ain't do nothing except like me. You feel me? But she's gonna get so much flack.
People gonna have an opinion one way or another.
Nah,
so
but y'all understand.
Like,
Judon said, "Are you the undercover brother, or are you blackity black when you out there?"
We know I'm blackity black. That's not a question. But I'm just saying it's gonna be different if I like really marry a white woman. Like socially, it's gonna be different for me.
Oh shoot! Judon said earlier in the chat too. You said you met Shorty at Jesus and R&B. He said, "Didn't you take a date to Jesus and R&B?"
No. I was putting the event on.
Well, we know you're putting it on. That don't mean that ain't your opportunity to flex.
I actually met two girls there. I met a Dominican girl who I started talking to, but now we're more so friends than anything. And then Allie was there, but she was there, but we already kind of knew each other because we went to the same church. But yeah.
Okay. Well, that is that. You know what I mean? So everybody is still in the land of living, which is a plus. Everybody seems to be doing well.
What about
which
you,
is good
sir?
as well. Oh, do I? Did I not say nothing?
Nope.
Tonight I am. I don't know what it is, but tonight, well, today it's been a very long day. Uh, my Black History Month has been pretty good. Again, I've been eating a lot better and doing that kind of thing. Um, I tell people pretty much at this point, I mean, outside of being married to my wonderful wife, the joy of my life is Thursday night young adults Bible study. Like that's what I enjoy
That's fire.
more than anything. Um, I did get ordained about a week or so ago,
Hey.
so that was cool, I guess.
This is so
Yes.
this is
You're
so funny
right.
to hear.
Huh?
This is so funny to hear. For anybody who's known you for a long time.
What you mean? Like I've been
Because it's been what you've been running
no, I've never ran from it.
from ministry and pastoring.
Never.
You've been on this
I
show
don't think
saying
he's
how you
ran for
didn't
it.
want to do it.
No. I've never run from the call, ever.
Okay.
I've never done that. I've actively been in ministry, preached, led, done all that stuff for years in multiple churches. I've always got a mic in my hand, yada yada yada. And this is the first time at my age where somebody has finally said, "Oh yeah, we need to ordain that nigga." I mean, for real, for real. So I didn't see it. I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't see it coming, but it was just, this is not something I was. It's not something I cared about. You feel what I'm saying? But I did.
Maybe. And
I appreciate the acknowledgement. But
mhm.
I've been doing what I've been doing for my whole life. But no, I was
maybe
never running.
maybe that's more of what it is. Like I've known you for a long time. You've like you said, you've always been out, you've been speaking with ministry and all that stuff. But at the same time, I do remember a time where you were just like, I'm not trying to be a pastor.
Well, I've never wanted to be, and I don't. I just even when I was called, like I believe I'm called to be a pastor.
Hmm.
But even when I was called to be a pastor, I kind of had the understanding that this was not me ever going to be somebody's senior pastor. You feel what I'm saying?
Got it. Okay.
It would be pastoralship in other ways. Even, I mean, technically, I'm kind of youth pastor. You feel what I'm saying? And I've been that at many different churches in a way here or there, whatever the case may be. Amongst other things, you know what I mean? I like to consider myself a pastor of culture. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know.
Well,
I just it never was going to be senior pastor type stuff. I mean, that would have, if God made that happen, that would blow my mind. Like, 'cause that was never. I'm not saying I've ever really been running from that, but I kind of felt like even when he called me, like, that's not what we talking about though. And he was like, nah, that ain't what we talking about. You feel what I'm
yeah, I
saying?
got you. I got you. And I think it is dope when the people that you're serving under and you pour in blood, sweat, and tears, time, effort, energy into a ministry under someone else's leadership and when you're submitted to that, but for them to actually acknowledge you and recognize you for the gift that you do have and to be able to put it on a platform for everybody else to say, hey, no, we're acknowledging this person has this gift
Yeah.
and we need
No.
y'all to respect it in the same way that we are. Like everybody don't get that. I had a homeboy literally bounced around from church to church just looking for somebody to acknowledge him and ordain him. I think I went to see him get ordained probably about 4 different times. And that comes from a different place, but legit watched him
Yeah.
ordained 4 different times. And it was like he got ordained, but then he'd be there and he was like, but they're not using me, they're not utilizing me. Like I got this gift. I gotta
Yeah. See,
yeah.
I've never chased being ordained. You know what I mean? That was that's well, but to each his own. Everybody does different things. I was actually, I know somebody. I was talking to my wife about this. We know somebody who was ordained at one church like a year and a half ago, has since left that church and then just got ordained within the last month at a new church, and it's just like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like
chasing an opportunity to have the platform potentially before they're ready. So they might be chasing the platform more than they're chasing the call.
maybe that's it. And then I wonder, do these titles do things? Well, I mean, I say this very loosely.
Yes,
I
they
guess
do.
these titles do things for people, and
Yes, they do.
The titles just have never done anything for me. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I appreciate the acknowledgement. I appreciate the confirmation. I'm not going to take that for granted just because so many never did. So I definitely want to be appreciative. And also, if it never happened, I don't know that I would ever care. I would still continue to do what it is that I do. You feel what I'm saying?
So more importantly, what is the new title?
Oh no, it's just minister. It's
Okay.
just minister. Minister is enough. You know what I mean? Like, it's just minister. So now they mess around. My young adults, minister, bishop, they do too much. I'd be like, y'all chill out. Y'all is wiling. Y'all is just stop.
The founder of Minister is Minister Tony.
Right. It's just the most. I'd be like, no, guys, just quote. I'm just good. Just quote. And then my pastor dad is like, shouts out to my dad. Love my dad. My pastor dad, he's like, no. Tony, let them call you minister. Let them call you Dad, I don't care. like that, I don't care. But I hear you, Dad. And I love you, and you are the guy. So, it is what it is. But I don't care. You know what I mean? But yeah, so kind of that's what it is. Anyway, but yeah, that's been my Black History Month thus far, and things are going good. Like everything is good. Today was just long day. So anyway, with all that being said, guys, we're gonna get into all the things that you already know we're going to get into. We're gonna talk about Trump and his racist post. We're gonna talk about the Super Bowl. We're going to talk about Bad Bunny's halftime show. We're going to talk a little bit about J. Cole's album. You know what we're going to do. We're going to talk about Benito. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about these things. But before we do, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And let's check out the memes of the week.
Oh, I ain't got no meme.
Well, not surprising.
That's on brand.
I think I retired from giving memes out.
It seems to be that way. So this first meme is mine. When people on Lazarus Money heard that Jesus raised him from the dead.
That's funny.
Oh, that's wild.
Now you really got to come up off of those shekels.
The bill comes due always.
Yep.
Give me them shekels, nigga.
That's wild. Them jokers exhaled and then inhaled. Is that what it was? Like, oh man, I hate to see that nigga go, but
They probably like, why would you resurrect him?
That's hilarious. How you owe Jesus' friend money? Like, you don't want to owe Jesus' friend money. Okay, anyway,
Listen,
I'm done.
He don't get it back 100-fold.
Listen. Oh man. Shouts out to Bless One in the chat.
All right. Quote, this is your meme.
Yep, my joint right here.
I got proof and evidence of that. When I do my documentary and my movie about it.
You do your what?
When you do your what?
What the heck? Doc, you in me? What did he say?
He's a heck of a fighter, but he lost to that word.
Listen.
Oh, that word tripped him all the way
That
up.
word beat the brakes off of that man.
All right, what's the next one? What we got?
Okay, Charles, this one is yours.
Oh yeah.
Grandma, can you wash my feet with your hair like Mary did Jesus? Why not?
Because my hair come from Amazon.
She's like, it's not gonna be the same effect, baby. It's not gonna be the same effect. Did she say my hair come from Amazon?
Listen, Prime.
Prime. Wow. Wow, yeah, that's different.
Wow.
That's different. Well, those are the memes of the week. Y'all know how we do. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into these topics. Fun. I kind of wanted to start on a lighter note, but everything is extremely heavy this week. You know what I mean?
What's the light note you want to start on?
Huh?
What's the light note you wanted to start on?
I think I wanted to do like a icebreaker or something like that, but I didn't really plan for that. So we're jumping right into these crazy topics. First and foremost, let's talk about the game, the Super Bowl. How did y'all? What thoughts on this game?
The game was booty, man.
It interrupted Benito.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, I mean,
Listen.
it was a defensive struggle. You know what
It
I'm saying,
was.
for the Patriots. For the
No, you
Patriots.
said it right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, both defenses were playing good defense.
Yeah. I feel like I couldn't lose because Ohio State had two premier players on both teams. You know what I'm saying? JSN was on the Seahawks and Travion Henderson was on the Patriots. So I was good either way. You know what I mean? JSN got him a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hyped about that. But the game was booty. Yeah, the game was trash. And I guess we'll talk about we'll talk about the halftime in a minute. But if we're talking about just the game, it was like we've seen better Super Bowls. But yeah, that's my thought.
People like points, but go ahead.
And the commercials were booty too, I heard.
The commercials were. What you mean?
I heard
You didn't
that.
watch?
I heard
The
that.
commercials were not great.
They were trash, right?
To me, Redfin had the best commercial, and it wasn't funny. It wasn't about being funny. It was like heartstrings and whatnot.
Gotcha. But like I didn't
don't know if I
even
remember that.
we had so you well, I shouldn't say how black people do, because I think some black people do watch the game with the game volume on. But the party that I was at, the volume was all the way down and there was music playing, and you watch the game while the music's playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, because you there for the game, but you're not there for the game. And it was my
That
my
sounds like
frat
some
brother.
young stuff.
Yeah, kind of so. It was my frat brother's party. He's like, yo, y'all come to the house. So a bunch of Kappas was there, a bunch of Deltas.
There was girls there, is what you said.
Yeah. The Deltas and
Of
Kappas. Because the dude's a Kappa and his wife is a Delta.
It's all the
So-
frat and sorors.
Yeah. So we was all up in there. And I mean, like I said, the game was on, but the volume was down and the music was playing. So it was a party.
They don't even fly. Yeah, it was a party. You went to a party that happened to have the game on.
Well,
yeah.
not a party. It was a kickback. I'll say that. A glorified kickback.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
Yeah, for sure.
People my age don't play that when it comes to the game. My guy friends really like watching football.
Gotcha. I mean, you could watch it, you just don't hear it.
His guy friends like
No,
girls.
no. Huh?
So his guy friends like girls.
They do.
Well, my guy friends got girls that they've been with
That's
for
the
a while.
difference.
They got kids with.
That's the difference.
That
Yeah,
they
yeah,
married to.
You know, my friend group runs way younger than I actually.
Yeah, it was like, that's the difference.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
So
I
it was
hear you.
mid-30s there. You know what I'm saying? I was the oldest one there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No. Okay. About the game,
I mean,
Charles?
as a Raider fan, I was happy to see Seattle moving the ball the way they did because, their offensive coordinator just became our head coach.
Really?
Yeah. And that's
But they
been in the
didn't
works.
move the ball well.
They did move the ball incredibly
Until
well.
the second
They just
half?
they moved the ball well the entire game. They just,
Well, I guess
That's
they
how
did.
they- that's
Yeah,
how they
you're
kicked
got
all
a
them
bunch
field
of
goals.
a bunch of field goals. Yeah, but if you can't put it in the end zone, what are we talking about? But okay,
the
go ahead.
quarterback who, yeah, no, we don't.
Was there a good quarterback in the Super Bowl?
No.
Yeah,
Drake
that's
May
kinda
ended
how I
up
felt.
getting the MVP, and I'm still mad about that. I felt like Matthew Stafford deserved it.
Oh, they just gave Drake May MVP of the league.
I think he got MVP.
I think you're right. No, they gave it to Matt Stafford.
Did they give it to Stafford?
I think they gave it to Stafford.
Okay,
I'm
because
almost-
Stafford deserved
yeah.
it. But he was like in the running, and I was like, I mean, I guess because their team was up so well. But yeah, no, Seattle definitely did what they needed to do. I love seeing Beast Mode with the revenge commercial at the end.
It was Matt.
I just found out like hours ago.
What was the
that
Beast
I have
Mode commercial? I missed that. What did you?
at the
Was that when
very
he jumped out
end,
the
he was
plane?
just talking about when he was like drinking from a coffee cup and talking about the grind at the bottom, but he was like, it's bitter, but it's sweet at the same time. And he was like, revenge, it tastes good, don't it?
Oh, because the Seattle got him back.
Yeah,
Seattle
yeah.
finally- yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they always got those commercials in the can, just waiting to see whichever team wins, they're gonna play it.
Yeah.
So it was one of those. But I just found out hours ago that I have a relative that plays for the Patriots, and that kind of sucks for him because I hate the Patriots.
Yeah.
Like, I got a relative who used to play for the Clippers, and I told him to his face, like when they played the Lakers, I was like, dog, I hope you ball out. I hope you get a triple double and that y'all lose by 30.
Yikes.
And that's how it is. That's how I feel. But yeah, and I literally just found that out hours ago. So I'm interested to see how the rest of the family rallies with that. The kicker, like, I think he broke some kind of
It is
record.
live. What you mean? Hold on. Yeah, the stream is live.
We are definitely live.
My bad, but we was just talking. We weren't in the chat right now. But yeah,
no, I think the
Bad
kicker.
Bunny scored more rushing yards than
That's funny. He low key did.
That's actually he might have.
He did. I think the kicker broke some kind of record for most field goals in a Super Bowl.
Yeah. I think I saw that.
It was out of hand, but I enjoy good defense. Hey, if there's anything to hang your hat on, Patriots fans, Christian Gonzalez is official.
Yeah,
that boy is official.
Yeah, Gonzalez was all over the back. Yeah.
Like anytime they try to get anything off on him, he was like, nah.
He was nah. You ain't doing nah.
And I wanted him when he came out too, so I was like, yeah. Pause, because I know Corey was like, hey yo, that's wild. When he came out of college, I wanted him drafted by my team.
I got you.
I was gonna let you live.
Brina, go Hawks. What it is? How do you like the game?
I was glad that the Seahawks won, but it was still kind of, I don't know. It was still kind of weird just from being a fan during the Russell Wilson era. So I really just could not. It was hard to try to connect with this team. It was like I was happy, but it just wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. But
okay.
It is what it is. My favorite team won the Super Bowl.
Stop hating on Sam Darnold, yo.
I've never been a fan of Sam Darnold.
Let Sam live.
I'm still trying to. I don't want to poo on Sam. Nah, Sam just went 14-2 with two different teams.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm. With Minnesota last year. And then with Seattle this year. At the same time, sometimes I'm watching Sam and I'm like,
you know who helped him do it?
Is he a good quarterback or not? But yeah,
who helped him do it? Clint Kubiak, the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Both stops.
Right. Both stops. And now he's y'all's head coach. Now who's y'all's quarterback though? Gino?
About to be Fernando Mendoza.
Don't get Fernando.
Yo, I don't necessarily know if I believe in him fully either, but it is what it is. Now, I will say the funniest thing to come out of the Super Bowl are the memes about Geno and saying, you got to be absolutely terrible when the team you just left wins the Super Bowl and the team that you went to join gets the #1 draft pick.
That's true. That's a fact.
I don't like that for Geno. I don't want him taking shots like that.
It's true, though. You can't even cap. It's true.
But low key, I mean, at the end of the day, of course, because everybody knows I'm a diehard Russell Wilson fan. So low key, I wanted Seattle to win, but low key, I wanted the Patriots win because I didn't want nobody being like, Russ wasn't there at that time, so we won. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
it's so far removed at this point.
Yeah.
It'd be different if they had the same players on the team that were there with Russ and then they ran it back without him.
Don't get it twisted, though. That trade with the Broncos, that's what set Seattle up to be able to reload like they did to go for the run they did. So, Russell Wilson helped them there. Russell was there with him and Sierra and Lala, and, it was Go Hawks all the way. So that's what it is. Like I said, I'm all for a good defensive game, so I'm not saying it was an overly excited, great game, but I like a little defensive boom, 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 and then it wasn't an outstanding game, but I appreciate, the game one way or the other. All right, what we've all came here to do, let's go ahead and get into the Super Bowl halftime show.
He's
Bad Bunny. Yeah, I mean.
Bad Bunny.
brings Puerto Rico to the NFL stage, and just overall thoughts about, before we get into anything after the whatever, anything the talk pieces, just what y'all think about the halftime show.
I think that this is going to be the last time that they let Jay-Z pick the halftime performers. I think once his contract runs out, they're not going to let him renew. They're not going to let him pick the performers again. Because how many times are they going to?
The question was, what do you think about the halftime show?
Nah, I had to get that off.
Get to the other stuff.
Nah.
The fluff around it, but what you think about the actual presentation of the show?
I just had to get that off.
Okay, all right. But what you think about the show?
I think the show was great. It was awesome. It was amazing. Bad Bunny did his thing. Like, all those records I play, so I knew all of them. Because, like, people love Bad Bunny. Anywhere I go, I always get requests for Bad Bunny. So whether it's DTMF, whether it was TT Me Pregunto, the other joints he did.
Nueva York.
Yeah, that was fire. I thought it was creative.
And this is at your white. This is a lot at your white shows too, right?
Nah, it's both.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. The white shows and the black shows.
He can escape it anytime he go to Miami.
That's a fact too. I haven't DJed in Miami yet, but yeah, white shows and black shows, they both want to hear Bad Bunny, for sure. Then they did the proposal, and the people got married during the halftime. Thought that was dope, and that was like real. They said so. That's
it was.
If that was the real thing. He shouted out America and start naming all the countries in South America and North America. Well, not North America, but South America.
Yeah, no, he named North America.
Yeah, but he didn't name every state in North America. Like
no, because states aren't countries,
though. Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, what else happened that was super nice? It's always a message. Whenever Jay-Z's involved with the Super Bowl halftime show, it's gonna be some other culture dissing America in a subliminal way. So
what you mean some other culture? It's American culture. Puerto Ricans are American. Kendrick is black. It's black Americans.
But it's a different culture. Yes, we're American, but we know we're not from American culture. Like, black has their own culture. Puerto Rican has their own culture.
American culture is black culture, in my opinion, but still.
It's not Americana.
No, it's one of them for sure. But I'm saying the culture that who headlined the Super Bowl, that culture always seems to have a cultural message for the country that they live in. So I can always appreciate that. Then the kid he gave the Grammy to was a kid that got arrested by ICE.
It was not.
It was symbolism.
Yeah. They thought it was
symbolism for
was.
that.
Okay,
right?
It wasn't symbolism for that either.
It wasn't even symbolism for that either?
No, it was symbolism. It was a picture of Bad Bunny as a little boy, as a little kid. So it was basically him presenting the award to his kid self, saying, "You've accomplished your dream."
Oh, okay.
Speculation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We don't know. We all got our own idea of what it was and what it wasn't.
You got the show producer in your phone, huh? Let me. I'm messing. But yeah. I mean, no. I mean, just the imagery. I mean, that was great as well. Charles, anything else? Just right off that just stood off about the presentation, anything like that?
The biggest thing for me, outside of everything else God said, because I thought it was a dope performance. I thought it was dope how he had all the different little cameos of the different Puerto Rican American, different Puerto Ricans, celebrities in front of the house and everything. I thought the audio was trash. Like, and maybe it's because I was watching on Peacock, but I did see a lot of other people were having big issues with the sound throughout the show. But it sounds much better if you go to YouTube and look at it.
Oh, okay. So I was at a Super Bowl party, and so just the space and the TV that were where we were, I thought it was just because people were making noise, kids were making noise, and the TV. I didn't think it was okay. So I didn't really go in on the sound. I just felt like I couldn't really hear like I wanted to because of where I was.
Yeah, no, it was because we ended up not really going to a party or nothing. We just kind of chilled at the house.
Oh, okay.
But we have a projector down in the basement. Right. So we had that with the sound and everything, just the family. And then we're like, yo, what is up with the audio? And I'm thinking it may be Peacock just because there were a lot of drops on commercials as well, where it's like clearly there's supposed to be a bit of music behind here, but it's the speech and vocals that are very high. And then we would notice the change from commercial to show to it was kind of all over the place. I thought it was funny watching all the people who, granted, you know, you were at the Super Bowl, you got a chance to be there, you probably got to watch and everything else. Thought it was kind of funny for all the people afterwards to post, look, I was grass. Told y'all I was about to be at the Super Bowl, and it's like their faces peeking through the grass.
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, you were there, you right. But all right. I think, and I don't know if it's gonna get brought up or not, but Cardi B being in the middle of the halftime show.
Was she?
And then
I didn't catch it.
Yeah.
Cardi
What you
was
talking about?
there.
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal
Cardi,
there,
Pedro
Carol
Pascal.
G,
What's her name? The actress.
Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a few other people.
Yeah.
They were in there dancing and whatnot too. But then Cardi dipped out, I think, after halftime.
Yep.
Okay, we'll talk about the shenanigans. Great. We'll talk about the shenanigans after. Brina, what did you think about the show presentation at halftime? How do you think
It was better than Clanchella?
Ooh, yeah. So on that note, the production was great. I think he did a lot in 15 minutes.
He did do a lot. He did.
That was a lot.
It was. It felt like more than 15.
Yeah, he was everywhere. He was everywhere, constantly moving, constantly just. That was it was well done. Well done. Go ahead.
It was very well produced. No. Just saying, it was very well produced. I enjoyed it. I went back and watched it on YouTube, and then I saw they put the audio feed up on Spotify, so I went back just to listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, musically, it was great. I loved it.
So I haven't really seen a translation video come out of any sort yet.
I haven't either.
I haven't seen a full translation video, but I've definitely seen people like Spanish teachers and whatnot going on, and they're talking about very specific songs that he has, or people who know about the scenes, people who know about the music. Like the song that Ricky Martin sang is pretty significant song. Apparently, anytime Bad Bunny would perform that or do that in different places, he would have a different artist sing the song, a different Puerto Rican artist that would sing that specific song, because what the song is about is basically Hawaii and Puerto Rico. Both were islands that the United States came to try to colonize in their different ways. Hawaii eventually became a state and now was overruled and ruled over and dominated or whatever by America, because they've been fully pulled in. So what the song is saying is, I don't want Puerto Rico to go through what Hawaii went through. We should maintain our independence.
Okay.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
Which is I don't remember where it was in the show. I gotta go back and look at it again. But even the flag that he came out with the light blue around the star for the Puerto Rican flag, that for Puerto Rico, where they were using light blue to represent it's modern after Cuba. It's supposed to go hand in hand with like the struggle that Cuba had and Puerto Rico had, to try to say like these are similar fights and issues and struggles. And then when the United States came and swooped in, they made that light blue illegal. And that's why a lot of people see the Puerto Rican flag now with the same color, red, white, and blue, as the American flag. But that light blue flag is more a representation of we assert our independence. So even that was a political thing.
So, and I didn't want to jump. I want to talk about the game, the show, before I get into the other aspects of it. So I'm gonna try to be true to that real quick. Visuals were beautiful. Again, shouts out to Bad Bunny. I mean, just he was everywhere. Just the way everything, timeliness, boom, boom, boom. The songs, the transitions. You know what I mean? The whole hurricane joint with the telephone poles and whatnot, the power poles and whatever kids. Crazy. All the imagery, all the joint, the joy, the just utter joy. You know what I mean? The dancing in the street, the utter joy of it all. You know what I mean? Shouts out to just that presentation. I love when art does just that. I love to be introduced to new cultures that I'm not a part of fully. You know what I mean? I like to see the similarities in our cultures. You know what I mean? Because I mean, you could see you could see the similarities. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. And then I just like people to be seen. You feel what I'm saying? I like for people to be seen. I like for people to be heard. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful job. All right, let's go ahead and do what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and just dive into all the nonsense. Well, not even the nonsense, but the things, right? Starting with what you just said with that, Charles. See, that's interesting. I didn't know necessarily that Puerto Ricans felt that way. I've always looked at it from, I hate how we treat them, being that they're, a United States territory, but they really have no representation. You feel what I'm saying?
I think from what I've heard and seen, Bad Bunny is very much from the position and stance of the U.S. treats Puerto Rico like it's a colony.
Yeah, and I'd rather, I mean, and again, of course, I have no dog in this fight. I don't know what Puerto Ricans want. But I've heard some Puerto Ricans talk about it. I would expect them to want that level of representation to be brought in more so, like a state where they could be fully backed, you know what I mean? With more, funding and whatever the case may be, have, representatives, senators, whatever the case may be. You feel what I'm saying? Where they can have I feel like they don't have a full seat at the table. And I think that's not fair. But again, that's me as an outsider looking in. You feel what I'm saying?
Neither do Washingtonians.
Say it again?
Neither do Washingtonians. Up in D.C., it's on their license plate. Everything is about, we don't have representation.
I mean, I hear that, but I don't hear that. I mean, it's not the same.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, and I don't necessarily know that his stance and the sentiments of those songs are something that every Puerto Rican shares. I have no idea.
Yeah.
And I haven't had enough discussions with them to figure that out. But
right.
Yeah, just saying as far as the significance of his music and what he's trying to convey through some of it. And I am not a Spanish expert by any means, but yeah, that's how it's been shared with me. I know, like from the start to being in the sugarcane plantation. And like the grass, the people being dressed in the grass and moving around the way that they did. Granted, it's in formation to cause different things, but also that's supposed to signify, mind you, all of this is stuff that I've been seeing. This is not me being like, oh, I know, blah, 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 blah. But they're saying that this is supposed to signify how anytime the slave masters or slave catchers would come through, they would hide in the tall grass of the plantation fields. There were a set of three women. I think they were in front of a truck dressed in brown, and they were kind of all leaning on each other's shoulders or whatever. Yeah. They're supposed to represent Taino, Hispanic, and African peoples who all come together that make up Puerto Rico. But really Latin America, if you want to be real about it. Portuguese are missing from that, but yeah. There's a lot of different things. Your point about the telephone poles during the hurricane and them having to restore their own power back when the whole meme came out about Donald Trump talking about I need to talk to the president of Puerto Rico. And people were like, that's you, dog.
You the president of Puerto Rico, nigga. Listen, man. What are we talking about? But yeah. All of that. I know, okay, let's go ahead and focus on what Goss is talking about. So, well, I don't know what Jay-Z's contract looked like with the NFL. Does anybody know that right off?
I'm not sure, but I do know it's been a whole lot of culture thrown in at different points, from Dre, Snoop, 50, and Eminem and Kendrick to Rihanna, Usher, Kendrick, now Bad
Even
Bunny.
the J-Lo Shakira was I want that his first joint?
I don't know. Yeah. That was Roc Nation?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
okay.
that
So
was
like all of this, somebody was like, they about to try to have somebody in country music next just to try to balance the scales.
And in my opinion, I
wouldn't be mad. It depends on how it goes, though, which artist they choose. And if they're choosing to really placate to a particular base, we all know the base we're talking about, I'd be like, let them do it. Let's see how these ratings go. because I don't know if globally there are that many country music fans like there are for Benito or like there are for Kendrick, like there
Now
are for
listen
hip
though,
hop.
but you know the one person who could do it and really make it do what it needs to do and appease everybody.
Who's that?
Taylor.
She's not country though.
She started country.
She did.
And I think they still hold on to her a little bit. I think none of them would complain about Taylor. And for the most part, you know, we ain't gonna complain too much about Taylor. You know, we rock with Taylor in a way.
I don't feel like they would give her Taylor Swift. I don't think they would give Taylor Swift because, granted, she has fan base that like kind of transcends all of that. She's very much anti-MAGA.
I'm about to say she's super anti-MAGA.
No, she's
very
super
vocal about it.
And she is, but more than that, she's still white. You feel me? And at the end of the day, you know
I used to believe in that until they shot old girl in the face.
I mean, me and you and old boy in the back. You know what I mean? We on the same page there, but yeah, Lord, what the world we live in? You can shoot a white
But
woman
was
in the
there
face.
do y'all remember any Super Bowl performances where there was messages sent by the conservative crowd to the Democrats or to the America that they wanted to be? Like when Obama was in office, was there
nothing like that? No, but also you have to remember the arts is always going to be left
liberal,
right? Like what it's always going to be
100%,
right? In a sense, you know what I mean? So you don't have many ultra conservative artists that are extremely successful. It's just not how the arts really work a lot of times, unfortunately, for whatever reason.
And the ones that are the world run Turning Point USA.
That's not even true. I only knew Kid Rock. I didn't know the rest of them people.
But guess what? It ain't about if you know them. They're successful enough to be put on that bill.
Yeah, 5 million people
for a pre-recorded situation that they try to pass off like it was live.
Oh wow. So, man, I guess just
why are you thinking?
No. I'm trying to bring it down to brass tacks. Like, we really got to separate. We really have to strategically separate any thoughts of Christianity with either party, but definitely got to get this whole religious right thing. Got to go somewhere else, because I just don't understand how we could be so overcome by hate. Like this isn't our faith. This isn't what we believe.
There's nothing Christian about Christian nationalism.
Yeah, there's not, and indeed there's not. I don't understand how, and I mean, of course, we now have, certain governors, I think of Tennessee and different places like that are trying to, or maybe not governors, but maybe it was congressmen or I don't remember, or senators that were trying to now sue the FCC for or sue NBC or whoever hosted the joint.
Somebody with a C.
Yeah. One of them alphabets. To sue them for the presentation. You know what I mean? Of course, saying, Bad Bunny grabbed his crotch too much dancing and gyrating by the girls and whatnot case may be. And, I guess maybe some levels of translations and whatever the case may be, and the FCC shouldn't allow and all that kind of stuff. Like, instead of focusing on the Epstein files or whatever, many other things to focus on, this is what they are focusing on. And I have to admit, and you guys know me, you know who I am. I'm Mr. Independent. I don't rock left or right. I critique both left and right, yada, yada, yada. But there is a level of despair that is starting to hit. Like, what are we really doing? Like, it's crazy out here. Like, people doing, like this. There's a level of tribalism, and to the point where you don't even give something a chance. You don't even watch. You know what I mean? Like, I heard in Virginia Beach there was a restaurant that literally turned the channel, and people were there to watch the Super Bowl and to see it. And when halftime came, the restaurant made sure every TV in the joint turned the channel, and people literally got up and left.
As they should.
Yeah, they literally got up and left the establishment. It's just
Wow.
This is not even that's not even smart business.
It's not.
That's not even smart business. Now you have people who literally patronize your place all the time. Now they unfortunately know way too much about you. You feel me? and now they're not coming back. You feel what I'm saying?
Not only are they not coming back, they're about to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Come on. You know what I mean? So I'm like, why? I mean, I almost long for the days back in the days where we really did not talk publicly about who we voted for. Like we didn't, like you don't talk politics at work. You don't. This is how it used to be. You feel what I'm saying? Like you don't talk about this stuff. Now we talk about it all. Maybe we talking about it all too much. I don't know.
Yeah.
But to see what we see now, it's crazy. I don't know how. I'm gassed when it comes to this because all I see is joy. All I see is dancing and celebration and yada, 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 and good times and representation and somebody showing their culture and representing their culture well. That's all I see. And to hate on that?
But they was crying about it before. But as soon as he got announced, they were like, oh, he's not going to speak no English. Let's get an American in. Again, ignorant because he's American. Puerto Rico's an American territory. But also, and I saw somebody else post something about this, after the Super Bowl and just seeing even more outrage. And they were like, dog, let's be real. Kendrick did an entire show last year that y'all didn't understand, and that was in English. So I'm starting to think it's not about culture. I mean, it's not about language at all. It's like it's all a culture war. And they're doing everything they can to, rile up the culture war to keep you from understanding the power that people actually have when you unite from class wars. But that's a whole nother soapbox that I'm not about to get on.
But it's always been like that though, too. Though it's never been about what they think is or what they say it's about. It's always underlying something else. So that's not new. That's not something that we should be shocked about. You know what I mean? That's always been part of the fight.
I think, and you know what? To Quote's point, I think when he was talking about like I long for the days where you didn't discuss these things or whatever. Blame social media.
Well, of course, of course.
Yeah.
The gift and the curse,
it's the one space where everybody feels like, oh, my opinion can be placed here because it matters. Or I'm in an echo. I'm looking for somebody else that's going to, ping back my opinion to me and confirm my biases.
It's the gift and the curse. It's definitely a gift and the purse. Low key, blessed one. I don't know what the name of the restaurant was that was. I have an idea of what it was because when the people who was talking about it were talking about it to a group of people and they were trying not to blast the restaurant even though they were like we're never going there again. So wow. Yeah. So I'm actually probably gonna send them the text in the morning, but like, yeah, what was that?
I was about to throw out the name of a spot. I don't even know if it's still a thing.
And I think it might have been. Well, I don't know. Anyway, let me not try to don't that.
Speculate.
Yeah, I ain't gonna try to speculate. Brina, any just thoughts on the extra stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I want to hear any more arguments about like Christians and secular music just because TVN broadcasted the halftime show. Like Kid Rock was on TVN. I don't want to hear anything else ever again.
That's a great point.
I couldn't believe it. I just sat. I didn't watch it, but Kid Rock was on TVN. I didn't know what to do with that.
I wish Trisha was on the show.
Yeah, I meant to check it out, but I never got around to it to really. And so I saw a clip or so, but
you ain't missed nothing.
I
give y'all a quick rundown.
I know I didn't necessarily miss anything. At the same time, you know me, I want to try to check it out.
Nah, Kid Rock said something about Jesus on there. I saw a clip.
I saw a clip.
You saw a clip of that? Okay, that's the clip. That must be one of the clips that they cut.
Nah, he said something about Jesus.
Because here's what happened, right? Whatever they did during the Super Bowl, I don't know. But the same way you can go back to like Apple Music's YouTube page or whatever and watch the Super Bowl halftime show back in its entirety. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking, oh, surely you can go to TPUSA's YouTube page and watch the whole halftime thing back in its entirety. I get there, it shows it's like an hour and some change long. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, clearly they did a lot because the halftime show was only 15 minutes. You start, and there's a 40-minute delay before anything happens. There's a countdown at the beginning for like 10 minutes. The countdown gets to 0, and then it says, we'll begin shortly. And then about 3 minutes later, a countdown starts again. And then it gets past that countdown, like 3 minutes into the countdown, they show the commercial. And then the dude opens talking about, this is for Charlie Kirk. This is, welcome to the halftime show, the American halftime show for real Americans, and blah, 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 blah. They get people out there to perform. But I notice every performance seems to be cut and clipped. And by the time it gets to Kid Rock, he does ball with a ball. He's low-key, like, it looks like karaoke. He's jumping around dancing, only singing 4 out of every 8 or 9 words. And then it cuts to some other artist. And I was like, I know y'all have more Kid Rock than this one song. So I found out later, yeah, they cut it up. They clipped it up. People are mad because it looks like it was all pre-shot, pre-edited, pre-taped. Governor Gavin Newsom actually went online when they said they were going to be doing it and started posting, not Indeed, Craigslist ads for audience members saying you can come get paid to be an audience member at this event and applaud.
That's
like
wild.
it.
That's hilarious.
This rabbit hole goes deep, dog. It's I think they got like 6 million views or something like that.
Yeah. It was
and Bad Bunny's halftime was like 135 or something like that.
Yeah.
Something up there. And
Judon's being sarcastic, by the way. Bless one.
I missed it. But yeah. It's and then apparently there's a lyric in one of Kid Rock's songs where he's talking about underage women, underage girls, and how it's mandatory for him. Yeah. Some say it's statutory. I say it's mandatory.
Yeah. I don't know how old this song is, but yes, he did say this. This is one of his lyrics.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like I said, they've affectionately dubbed it Clanchella.
So yeah, so that's the Super Bowl. That's the halftime show. That's the Super Bowl.
There was a girl who was I'm sorry. Real quick. There was a girl who posted a video of herself on social media at the Super Bowl or somebody else was standing behind her. She paid money or whatever to be there in the stands. And then during Bad Bunny's halftime show, she put in her AirPods and was watching the Turning Point halftime show on her phone. And people are clowning her like, you paid all the money to be in the stadium for what? They're like, that's like going to a steakhouse and deciding I'm going to eat this 7-Eleven hot dog.
Yeah, basically.
Well, yeah, I just don't know that I fully understand. And this is, one of those time periods where I wish I did have white people in my life. That's kind of why I was looking at Goss like
I don't got those white people in my life. I don't know MAGA white. Yeah, I don't know no MAGA white.
You said all my white people cool.
Yeah.
But I really want to know, like, what y'all thinking? Like, when I lived in Kentucky, like, of course, I could have these conversations a little bit more around some of the white people I knew out there, because they was conservative as a mug as well, and then even when I used to go to a white church, there was still conversations I could kind of have concerning with certain people. I don't really have that in my life at this moment at all. So I'm just like, what are people thinking? Like, and how do people think that this is, that these actions and these motives are Christ-like in any kind of way? I don't know.
You don't know nobody on Facebook who disagree with you that you can ask?
At this point, I guess I really don't, or either most of my algorithm is. I got one person on my algorithm who says something. Well, no, that's not true. I got
an algorithm. I mean, your friends list. All your friends think like you.
Not like not that I'm really friends with. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm not friends with some of them. I still ask them because I know they MAGA.
I got people that I'm friends with on there, and I do everything I can to not, because I know I'm petty. So every little thing that happens, I'll be wanting to post a clip of it. Like anything else that's outrageous that comes from the administration, I always want to post it on their page and just be like, explain, and just leave it at that. And I'm like, no, because that's not the right heart to have. I'm gonna just let it be.
Yeah, I mean, no, you may. I'm sure I've got people in my friend joint on Facebook that a few of them, not much, to be honest with you. I don't think I got a lot. I don't think I got a lot.
You gotta get some, man.
Low key. On one hand, I'm like, you're right, I do. On the other hand, I'm like, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
For moments like this, you gotta have them in the pocket.
Listen. I'm not fully against what you're saying. I'm about that conversation and that understanding, but I do want it to be a genuine conversation with someone that at least I trust that they're being genuine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that. So I don't know. I don't know. And then it gets worse, right? Your boy Trump releases a video last week, and at the end of the video, they've got Michelle Obama's and Barack Obama's faces imposed on some apes. Of course, Trump, says, takes it down, 10 hours later?
12.
Blames it on the staffer. Says he never made it to the end to see that portion of it. Right. And then says, it's not something that he would apologize for.
All I'm saying is the Obamas aren't in the Epstein files.
Man, listen, it's wild. Any thoughts? Y'all just like, this is par for the course for
basically
President Donald Trump at this point?
Yeah, 100%.
I thought the sole purpose of that was to just get a reaction out of Black America. I just
in Black History Month.
Yeah, during Black History Month.
Mm-hmm. It's a distraction.
Dang.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I mean, Black people kept saying we fall for the bait every time. He's trying to distract us from something.
Yeah, that's what the word be. But
so
yeah,
very unpresidential.
Very unpresidential. I miss the good old days. You know what I mean? Where
George Bush.
Man, I miss those days. I
miss the good old days with closeted racism.
and low key, I think that might be the case. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like for real. Like mean, but where I go back to where John McCain and President Obama can go ham during the running,
but still have a respect.
McCain could bow out gracefully, be like, "Yo, this is your president. This is the dude we follow now. This is our president." Yada yada, whatever the case may be. Yeah, we run a tough race. Yeah, we come at each other in the race, but now we unite. Like, what happened to that speech? Everybody used to give that speech. Don't nobody get that speech no more. You don't hear that speech no more. I mean, of course it is Trump's fault. I don't.
He's not a politician.
He's not a politician, but he's also has
That's
no
a
business.
very politician-esque answer.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Blessman said, "The good old days. Does that make America great again?" It
when
might
was America
be.
ever great?
right now, I'm being silly. Yeah. Well, yeah, but that's of course, to Black people, that's always going to be our response. When was America ever really great? You know what I mean? When was that ever really the situation? You know what I mean? And whose backs were America's greatness even built off of? You feel what I'm saying? And so, but again, there are some things that we could pull from, maybe 15, 20 years ago, and beyond, especially from a maybe political standpoint where things were better off. Now, again, social media, it's a whole nother ball game. The gift and the curse. Everybody got an opinion. Comment sections is crazy. And it's a whole nother ball game.
That's a fact.
A whole nother ball game. So, of course, we're just chilling, relaxing, talking. It's a late night, a Wednesday night. You got to tune to the Tastemakers Pod. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all the many things. But this J. Cole album.
Yeah.
Cole. Jermaine Cole.
Jermaine Lamar Cole. Don't disrespect my man.
Young Simba.
That's right.
Wow.
Yo,
So,
Arnie
I've only
SeaWorld is
really-
great for that.
I've only really checked out like probably the first 5 tracks. Just been busy as all get out. Plus, I was kind of frustrated he didn't release a clean version. I'm sorry, I still have virgin ears at my old age. Well, it's not even that. It's that I can't, like, if I'm with my family all the time, which for the most part I am, I really can't check the album out because they're dropping F-bombs with my kids in the car, and that's not gonna work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, with all that being said, for those who have got to check out the full experience and the full album, like I said, I only really got a chance to check out the first 4 or 5 tracks. What are our thoughts on the fall off? The fall off?
Yes, the fall
Yes,
off.
the fall off.
Okay.
At first listen, it was underwhelming. Just because it has so much hype around it. And we know Jermaine can rap. And that's what he's doing is rapping for sure. But like he just needs, in my opinion, he needs to rap over other people's beats. He sounds so much more amazing when he raps over
Features
beats that are not his own. No, other beats. Like get Swiss Beats to make a track for you.
Okay,
Like
I
get
got you.
Hit Boy to make a track for you.
Some
Like,
of the
you can
doper beats
tell-
on this double disc were the ones that were done by other people.
Got you. But like he doesn't have nothing to prove as far as rapping is concerned. But I think songs sometimes can be a little boring. That's always a knock on him, is that he's boring. And then I think he lost a lot of fans. Well, not really fans, but he lost some people that rocked with him because he apologized during the cipher. I mean, during the battle.
The battle, he backed out per se.
So that was the thing too. But at first listen, I was underwhelmed, but then I got influenced by the media, and now I like it. This is how it goes.
They fed
You
you
get a
your
chance-
opinion.
Brina, did you get a chance to check any of it out at all?
I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet.
That's what's up. Charles, what about yourself?
I definitely did. Much like Goss, first listen, I was kind of underwhelmed. I understood there was a story he was telling, and I was trying to follow the story. Each disc has different stories. It's very much, it's not very much a Fayetteville album.
Yeah.
It's a Fayetteville album, and it feels more like a time capsule than a fresh project. It feels like, I think disc 1 is the first disc is called disc 29, and the second is called like disc 39, and that's based upon his age and the thought process he was in, and the concept or the story that he's telling on each disc. So, when you go back a second listen and I'm listening to it from a storytelling standpoint, understanding, okay, this is Jermaine at 29 talking about going back home, finding out there's somebody hating on him. There's all that other stuff. And then the second disc, him at 39 and being introspective, reflective, and all that kind of stuff. It does come off a little different. And so I think I like it a little bit more, but the boring stance or the boring opinion that people have of him, he's not shaking that with this.
Not at all.
The points that really break the monotony have been some of the features, the unnamed features at that, but you know who they are as soon as you hear them.
What that Tim's and Burner Boy?
Tim's and Burner Boy were on there. I will say, man, it was some local cat that was, yo,
I don't know what
He
you
gave
did.
that man the blues. Like, and I went back and started finding like other video of dude. He was talking wild reckless about Cole.
For
There's a
real?
video of him like he went to the Forest Hill Drive address and was like peeing on the wall and then did a whole cipher in the yard in front of it.
That's crazy.
Like a whole freestyle in front of the yard talking about, little.
What happened to Charles?
Raptured.
Jesus ain't back yet. Listen, if I go and Brina stay, y'all all in trouble. I don't understand why.
100%. We all.
You know what I'm saying? She got the secret password.
Oh,
But not like just the idea of that dude was talking real spicy and a few interviews and a bunch of raps or whatever. And J. Cole basically was like, I heard everything you said. So when I get back, I'm back in the town. Pull up, don't bring no gun. I want a fair one, and I'm gonna beat the brakes off you. That's essentially the gist of the song.
That's a fact. He definitely
And
did that.
I wonder how bro feels now.
but
This was like years before,
right.
but it's becoming public now off of this double disc.
That's a come up for him though.
That's where Cole shines, though, right? Cole shines in the story.
No, Cole shines in features.
Cole 100% shines in features, but he does a decent job at storytelling. So he did a really good job at telling the stories. It's just some of the stories he told were boring. I hated he did a whole thing where he kind of alluded to the beef with Kendrick and Drake,
Right.
but then did it where he personified Tupac and Biggie and like, what if they had apologized to each other? How neither one of them would have died and all of that. I understood what he was going for, but it was like, that's kind of corny at this point.
Yo, why it be all the mixed race people that be going hard for like black rights and talking about black struggle and things like that? J. Cole,
Mixed people do go hard.
it be J. Cole,
Mixed
it be
people go hard.
pretty nigga from Grey's Anatomy, it be Colin Kaepernick.
Mixed niggas do go hard.
They be
It
going
might- it
hard
might
for
be-
black people, bro.
You know what?
I
It
keep
might be
I keep forgetting that J. Cole's mom is white.
right. And that's who he was raised by. But at the same time, it's probably, I'd imagine they grow up in situations where at every turn, you're not white enough.
Yeah.
They're going to remind you of the blackness in you at every turn. So you get treated like a black person. You get treated like less than. You might get treated like a other by other black people, but it's the idea of trying to really identify with the side of you that society is going to try to heap upon you. So then you go extra hard. Or you might be trying to overcompensate for, like, it's like when people get to an HBCU, like when black kids get to an HBCU that didn't grow up in black neighborhoods, and they're really trying to get in touch and connected with another part of their roots that they didn't have access to, they come back after that freshman year. Like they first ride back home to visit the family. You like, oh, you changed.
I don't think I can.
You done tapped into something. Well, but see, you didn't grow up around white people. You grew up around everything. And if you grew up around everything,
right.
And if you want to say you grew up around white people, every Sunday you were around black people, a gang of them.
For sure.
So I'm talking about folks who literally might have been like in their town, their family might have been one of 3 families in a town of like 10,000 people or something like that.
No, you're right.
And yeah, they get to the HBCUs and then they get back and it's like dashikis and kufis.
Nah, they do.
Like, mom, we gotta get a wicker chair. Like,
yeah,
I gotta. But
fall in love with their blackness, boy. But no, now I like the album. After I got influenced by the media.
Yeah, I think it's a good album.
J. Cole fans love it. They say it's a classic.
J. Cole fans will feel like J. Cole can do nothing wrong.
How many total tracks? Both CDs. How many total? Or both joints? How many total tracks?
I'd have to Google, but it's probably like 30 something.
It's a lot.
Okay.
It feels like a heavy double disc. Like there's points where you're listening. It's like this feels like a long listen.
No, it definitely does. Well, I listened to it on the way to Lynchburg, and I was like, "This joint is long."
The whole ride, right?
The whole ride.
The whole ride.
The whole ride, bro.
That's wild.
And then the whole
How
ride
was,
back.
Man.
How was that trip, dude? To Lynchburg.
It was fire. It was dope. Super dope.
Okay. Well, they had a show going and all, right?
Yeah, so they had the church that's on Lynchburg's campus that Falwell preaches at, that he's a pastor at, is his church. They had like this big youth event, and it was like 7 other churches there, and P Dog was DJing, and I was what was I doing? I was doing stuff with P Dog.
And then Triple you said was there, right?
Trip preached, and then Trip performed too.
He performed.
Okay.
He sang or he rapped.
He rapped.
Okay.
Yeah, he rapped.
All right. You know, he now got that whole, the rap.
Yeah,
the
brag worship.
worship.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else there that was of notoriety as far as artists that were performing?
No, nobody else performed. It was just Trip.
Oh, okay. That's
And
what's
you,
up.
you ain't DJ?
I was like hype man and / working P Dog's table.
Okay. So he was his roadie.
Yeah. For the most part.
Got it.
How's P doing?
He's good. He got cancer, but he's good.
I heard about that, but he's
in good spirits. He's still working. And then there's this other DJ I met there who's having a Christian hip hop festival in North Carolina, and she just started DJing. She's like 20. She's young, but she's starting a festival in Carolina. DJ Bird. She's new to the game.
Blessed up. We talking about Trip Lee.
He said Trip Fontaine, Trippy Red,
Don Trip. That's wild. Yeah.
Don Trip. It's like, there's a lot of trips in the
It
game.
really is a lot of Trip. Nah, Trip Lee.
Did you tell Bird about the show about Tastemakers?
No.
You know Corey don't talk about us.
No. There was a bird in here earlier that had me thinking. So okay, yeah. That's that. What y'all? I forgot what question I was about to ask y'all about. As we wrap things up, y'all, make sure to like, subscribe, do all the things. We just chilling out on a Wednesday night, Tastemakers. Yeah.
Oh, right, probably not making us go 2 hours.
What you mean? We still got like 15, 20 minutes. So I am trying to drag out the time right now.
For what, man? For what?
Because we haven't been up for a minute, and there's other stuff that we kind of bypassed or whatever the case may be,
Bro.
And and then everything can't be politics. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Lord, man, I'm so tired of talking about.
We talked about Super Bowl. We talked about
politics.
Talked about J. Cole.
Everything goes back to politics.
Everything is politics.
Cardi B.
Okay, your girl
Yo,
Cardi B?
I
She left.
I really like this girl, man.
What happened? Okay, before you get to that, Cardi left and did what? And what was the whole? I thought it was a bunch of much ado about nothing. Is it not? Is there actually something there?
No. All right.
Give y'all a picture.
Back up. She
Bless one. We're gonna get to that.
So she divorced Offset. Offset was cheating. This, that, and the third. Made all kind of music and everything about it. Gets with Stefan Diggs. Stefan Diggs is a notorious womanizer. So people are looking at her like, what's up with your choices? It's a whole video of him when he was still with the Vikings, of the entire Viking locker room being like, if there was one person on the team you would not want your sister to date, who would it be? All of them named Stefan Diggs.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Like, and so he's him. He's bad. He's with Cardi, and this whole time he's with her, there were a bunch of different women who were like, oh yeah, no, he's the father of my unborn child. Is it like he allegedly had like got maybe like four women pregnant just in the time that they've been together.
And he drugged somebody too. He drugged them joints.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
So remember the video of
all right, let's get to the joint because it's getting
okay.
So
all right. So all of this is backstory to they get to the Super Bowl. Cardi pays for this whole after party for him just in case he wins or loses. It's either a celebration or something to, help him feel better after the whole situation. Gets there to the stadium, finds out that he wanted one of his children to be there. And in order for his child to be there, the mother of his child was like, yeah, I want to come. So he got her. So his child is like months old, maybe a year.
Why would you care if your months-old child was at the Super Bowl?
because that's a picture that they do. Anytime they win the championship, they run to their kids and their family. You want to hold them up and all that stuff. But you got your high profile girlfriend there.
Okay,
your high profile girlfriend's there who has a history of being cheated on, and you know she don't play with that. And you get this woman, not this one, you get the mother of your child and your child basically front row tickets and a field pass. So she's there not knowing that the woman was going to be there. And then she sees that she's there.
To his mom.
Sitting next to his mom.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets a field pass. She's posting on social media. So Cardi finds all this out that day. And apparently, you know, at halftime she went, performed with Bad Bunny, and then left. Neither one of them went to the after party, and then they unfollowed each other.
So
it's basically like, yo, all right. Wait. Even before that, before the game started, they interviewed her. Like, I don't know where she was, in the tunnel or whatever, and she was walking through like, "Oh, Cardi, you know, Stefan's about to play in the Super Bowl. Are there any words that you have for him?" And she looked at the camera. She said, "Good luck." And the way in which she said it, it wasn't just like a good luck with the game. Like, it was more like a good luck without me.
Right.
Good luck at life. Yeah.
So let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about this, because this is becoming a thing. And this isn't just the Stefon Diggs thing. This isn't just a whatever thing. I'm seeing grown Christian mans in their 40s and 15-year-olds who is married, right? This isn't just some Playboy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Why niggas just don't be communicating?
I feel like we do.
How is it communicated?
Listen, I'm
pretty sure had this been
that
communicated,
whole
none of that stuff
situation
would've been an issue.
can just be communicated.
That's kind of true.
But what I'm finding out, the more and more I talk to fellas, is niggas don't talk to their wives. They don't talk to their girls. They don't really talk to them.
Now,
that joint blows my mind.
They don't be talking.
I wonder if, and I'd be interested, you should talk to some of these other people and ask them if they don't talk to them because when they have in the past, it was not a favorable outcome.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure that happens, right? Without a shadow of a doubt. You open up, maybe you're vulnerable, maybe you're transparent, maybe you just want something to go your way. You say, you know what? Let me be the grown-up thing. Let me really talk to my girl / wife / whatever. Let her know what it is. Boom, boom, boom. And it go left. And I understand. Maybe you go like, okay, well, I'm not doing that again. But listen, man, that just ain't the way to do things. You feel what I'm saying? That's just not the way to do things. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a matter of you just letting somebody know to let them know, hey, look, you're not going to like this, but this is what's going to happen. I'm going to pay for boom, 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 to whatever the case may be. I'm with you. You really shouldn't trip about this. But say we win the game. I want to have this picture, yada, 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 with my son, with my daughter, whatever the case may be. Old girl said she had to come. It is what it is. We're going to make sure to take care of it. That's the life we live because of what we've done, the seeds we sown, yada, yada, yada. You, my girl, we're going to chill, relax, whatever the case may be. I'm not spending any time with her. But this is what's happening. I'm letting you know what's happening. You feel what I'm saying?
That sounds fantastic in a vacuum.
In what vacuum? I don't get it.
But you're saying it like for this particular situation. That sounds great in a vacuum if this is the only other woman and child that there could potentially be. But if there's literally been a bunch of history murmurs and everything for the past year and a half, that you got all these other women pregnant too, you're really just out here playing in my face.
Well,
by bringing a woman to the stadium with one of your children.
Let's back up, because the last thing I want to do is make this conversation about Stefon Diggs.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not trying to waste my time here, but I'm talking like niggas be with a female, niggas be with a wife, and just don't be properly communicating moves and what's going on or what's expected or expectations or anything. You feel what I'm saying? Like they don't like. And I don't get it. Like, I've been out, and they don't. You're right, and there is a lot don't know how. There is a lot of that to it. Don't know how to be vulnerable, not to know how to be transparent, or not just know how to basic communication. Like. Listen, like I've been at a table with couples and dudes that I look up to. You know what I mean? That are in their 50s and or their 60s, and these are handyman, and they do what they do, and they're your guys, and you know we're talking amongst couples, whatever. And I'm like, well, fellas, why don't you just tell your wife what you need? Tell your lady what you need, what you want. And niggas looking at their plate, looking to the side. Like, what the hell? Just say what you need, player. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, quote, like that sounds
no,
really
man. Don't get me wrong. I get it, but I don't low key get it. I understand why cats don't. But the realization that cats really don't is blowing my mind. And I do need cats to really understand that, in spite of the time or multiple times where things might have gone left from doing so, this practice still needs to be established until things get turned.
So I don't disagree with you at all. The practice absolutely needs to be established. Healthy communication is a big part of, long-standing marriages and everything else. However, communication and conversation takes two parties. There could very well be situations where it's like, look, I want to be able to have these kind of conversations, but every time I address this, it becomes a fight and an argument. And I'd rather not fight. I fight with the world every day. I don't want to have to do it at home too. So I'm gonna just bite my tongue.
Yeah.
There's also the practice, both genders. There's a practice of, the things that I've been trying to argue my way, that I've been trying to argue away to get my way, haven't gone away. So now let me just shut up and pray and ask for God to reveal it to them in whatever way necessary for them to hear it. Because let's be honest, sometimes marriages are just like parenting. Not that we're treating our spouses like our children, but the idea of the person closest to you, because they're so close to you, you're less inclined to really hear or acknowledge the thing that they're telling you. You could hear it somewhere else and it, for whatever reason, click and stick, versus the person who's been sitting side by side with you saying the same thing forever. So it may take God or a move of God through someone else to reach you on the topic that your spouse has been trying to deal with you on, or to get you to consider an opinion that's outside of your own that your spouse has tried to say, but you're not hearing it from your spouse.
No, you telling facts. That's part of being married. That's part of the whole ball game. Of course, we was laughing about a month or so ago. I'd be telling my wife certain things, especially dealing with, her baby boy. Yeah, I mean, and I'd be telling her certain things. Boom, 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 and I could tell her those certain things, but it took my tipsy uncle in Memphis, while almost gone, to really hammer it into her. And I'm just like, oh, okay, well.
He probably said it in a real to the point way. Very matter of fact, hey.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just how the game works. So I know the game. I know the communication game. I know that's how things work. But what I'm saying is, sometimes when things are not even working for you favorably, things still have to be communicated, even to the point where, hey man, I might just have to communicate this in an email, in a text message, or whatever case may be, as detailed as I can get, so you know what's rocking. If, unfortunately, just talking to you in your face just doesn't seem to be working the way it needs to. There's multiple ways. There's voice notes. There's so many ways to communicate. Now, the ideal situation is face-to-face. Let's have a conversation. Let's be mature adults, and let's hash this out. That's the ideal situation. Doesn't always work. You feel what I'm saying? But things still have to be communicated. Again, now we're talking voice notes, emails, whatever the case may be. You still have to get this out. And so the expectation is what the expectation is. I'm going to do this. This is why I'm doing this. This does not affect us, but I need to do this because this is what I'd like to do if such and such happens. I don't know if you understand, but this is why I'm doing that. I need you to know that. Boom, 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 boom. You feel what I'm saying? And so, just the idea of how much I'm realizing men don't talk in relationships is you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I mean,
You know
and
what I'm saying?
men aren't always taught to communicate either.
Of course not. Yeah, you're right.
Society
You're right.
kind of raises us to feel like, yo, how you feel doesn't matter as long as you function.
That's true.
So
That's very true.
unfortunately, a lot of men still carry it in that way. But I mean, what we talking about, talking in conversation, like, would you talk to your spouse about, you know, the reality of finding somebody else attractive but not acting on that?
Woo! That's
So
dangerous.
so again, I'm different. I'm so
Uh-huh.
different. There's not a thing I don't talk to my wife about.
Yeah.
There's just
You
not a
tell her
thing.
that another girl looks good.
For sure.
So I saw, and I bring it up because I think Kevin on stage had a post in regards to it where somebody was like really tripping over their husband finding somebody else attractive.
I saw that joint, the Bugatti
He was
joint.
like,
Yeah,
just because I find her attractive doesn't mean I'm intending on doing anything. He was like, yeah, sure, she's a light over there, but I live with the sun. And I was like, that's a bar. And yeah, like I think it was a couple when we went through couples, went through premarital counseling, and one of the mentor couples was talking about this, and the wife was like, I know my husband's tight. So if I see somebody, I'm not going to try to put him in a bind in a weird situation. I have to act like he can't see anything or whatever. I don't want him to feel out of place. So she was like, I break the ice and be like, dang, yo, you see her? Which I don't know if I'm advocating people go to that lane, but her just acknowledging like, yeah, no, I know my husband's going to find other people attractive, but I'm secure enough to know that he's with me.
Yeah,
And
maybe
for him to pretty much reiterate like, yeah, no. So now they may together jokingly be like, yo, that's crazy, but then get home and be like, but it's about you.
Yeah, I mean, by the grace of God, like I said, I've been married twice. My late wife passed, but I'm going to tell my spouse everything. That's just what it is. I did it with my first wife. It's even easier to do it with my second wife because of how long we were friends, right? So it's easier even than it was with my first wife. I still did it even when it was hard with my 1st wife because that's just how I believe things should be. You feel what I'm saying? For my own mental health and my own body and my own stress levels, I don't keep things in. Like the body keeps the score. I don't play that game. I got to get it out of me. You feel what I'm saying? I got to get it off me. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to make it as palatable as I can for you and our situation, but it's got to come out to me. You feel what I'm saying? And because I want to be known by you, whoever my significant other is, I want to be known by you. I want to be seen by you. And so because of that, I have to be able to let you in. I have to be able to communicate with you. I have to let you know into what's going on in here and what's going on in here. You know what I'm saying? I got to. I don't know there is no other way to do this properly. You feel what I'm saying? Now, again, I know men are at a disadvantage. We weren't raised to do bada boom boom bop, yada yada boom bam. But yeah, we just need to be preaching this communication thing a little bit more amongst men. And not just, hey, men should be communicating. We've been hearing that forever. Well, no, we haven't heard that forever. But we're starting to hear that more and more, especially amongst marriage counseling and stuff like that. But I think really, really cats got to know, like, nigga, you can have what you want. Open your mouth. You feel me? Like, for real. Like, you can literally have what you want. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's that easy. I'm just saying sometimes it is that easy. You know what I mean?
You're like, why didn't you just say so?
Right. Why you just say it? She trying to find out what you want, how to please you, how to do this, how to do that. You know what I mean? When I say how to please you, y'all know I'm talking a bunch of different ways right there, right? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, just say what you want. Just say it. It's easy. Take the stress off of all of us. You know what I mean? That's just listen.
Yeah, Brenda, you still single, right? I just want to know. Listen, I done missed a lot.
Update.
I ain't been on here since last year, so I don't know what I missed.
Brina.
Oh, okay. All right. So look, hypothetically, if you had a dude like
Brina, why are you playing?
But there were other dudes that you found attractive.
You making me mad, Brina.
Why?
You know
I'm making you mad.
You know he love you.
You know he love you, girl.
You know he love you. That's a good man, Savannah.
That's
Y'all play
funny
too
to
much.
me. That is funny to
So
me.
look, hypothetically,
Time to
if you
go.
know you got your
Let that
hold on,
man
dude.
love you like Mario.
hypothetically, if you got your dude or whatever, and you out and about, and there's another guy that you see, you think he's attractive. Do you feel like you would be honest enough to if you're asked, would you be honest enough to be like, yeah, no, he's attractive?
Yeah, I mean, why
I
not?
would. I would
There's
say
a whole Office episode about this.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, there's a way to do everything, right? Like before before the first time, and I mean now it's a whole nother, it doesn't even matter. But before the first time I would be with my significant other and point out the attractiveness of another woman, I'd be like, hey, do you think you could handle if I told you I was attracted to another woman that was in this shopping mall? You know what I mean? There's ways to probe things. You know what I'm saying? Before you just go, "Ooh, she's attractive," or or whatever the case may be, or whatever the case may be. I mean, because there are, some people are overthinkers. You know what I mean, and different like that, and they start processing stuff like, "Ooh, you find her attractive? Ooh, she looks nothing like me." You know what I mean? And then you got all that happens with it too. So there's a way to probe things. You know what I mean? And to ease into things and to reassure things. And I think men don't understand how much communication goes into further securing ladies. Because women need that security thing, and sometimes we just say, well, that's just by provision. Well, sometimes they need that security thing by verbalization. You know what I'm saying? And reassurance, as well. So,
That's good.
I didn't get an amen from Brina, though, so I don't know.
Sorry, I was
Yeah.
reading it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wasn't reading nothing.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
Who is texting you?
Wow. Did you just go into the archives right there? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I just made that up. Not like now on the other side of that quote, how would you deal with your wife telling you that she sees somebody else and finds them attractive?
At this point of my life, I'm a grown man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not out here assuming that I'm the only guy you find attractive in the world.
And see, and that's where I'm at with it. I'm like, yo, my wife's not blind. Her eyes work. So she don't see somebody.
Not only that, but I'm positive that there's other guys out there more attractive than I am, right? I mean, like my brain, I think, what I'm saying, I'm a big dude, but I think I'm a handsome dude. I think I look, I'm good. I'm very confident who I am, and I assume that there's other guys out there that look better than me, and that's okay. You're going home with me. You feel me?
Hello.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I joke around. I be like, I got papers. I got papers on you.
Come on, man. I got papers on you. What you doing? You got to go through a whole situation to get away from me. You feel me?
Yeah, Goss, what about you? Like, would you feel comfortable sharing with somebody else that you find somebody else attractive?
I do not care at all.
And how would you feel if they told you?
I'd be like, word. That's what's up. He ain't me, but he cool. It's not gonna matter.
That's what's up.
Would not move me one bit.
Yeah.
Here's my thing, and I feel so strongly about my wife and her beauty. I know other people see her. I'd randomly just throw out the joke and be like, well, who asked you for your number today?
I'm gonna give you a real answer one day.
She's given me real answers before. The same thing happened to me. It was, lady at the grocery store that we used to live by tried to shoot her shot. And I would jokingly go home and tell her about like, not joking, I would go home and be like, somebody shot this shot. And we talk, we laugh. Now I will say, and I had to ask her, did she go up there? Because I told her about it. And then every other time I went into that store, this lady like avoided me.
Like, did you go?
And I wasn't sure if it was just because I kind of shut her down or did my wife go in there? And she was like, no, I ain't going behind you. No, I'm not. I ain't tripping off that. I know it's you and me. And I was like, okay, cool, long as you know. And I just want to make sure I ain't going here and bully nobody.
Listen. You know what I mean? Listen,
Man, I feel like it's gonna be the thing of whoever I be with, they're gonna have to be secure in what we got. Cause
that they should be. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's gonna be crazy. I'm seeing Goss at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this nigga.
yeah, I think every girl like me. So,
except for the ones that you like.
Except those black chicks that you like.
Shout out to Bryn from Baltimore. Who else I like? That
You
like
really don't care nothing about these names, bro.
Nah, she know I love her. She know. Who else?
Hold on, Baltimore. I know Baltimore, right?
Baltimore, the one I say, yo, this is my wife.
Yeah.
When he was supposed to go spend the night.
Domination 2018. Quote matter Domination 2018.
Yeah.
Dang, it's been that long?
Hard every year.
Yeah.
But then I told her I was talking to a white girl and she got mad.
Yeah. She keeps showing up to Domination though?
No.
No.
She showed up one year when we was talking.
Yeah.
But she
I'm about to say, if she keep coming around, he gonna be like, she want me.
Oh, I'll take Brent. You listen, I'll drop anybody for Brent. I love Brent.
She knows that.
Oh yeah, she knows. She can give me anything.
Now, so the real question is now, if you end up with this other girl, was it Allie? If you end up with Allie, is Allie gonna have to know up front? Look, if Brent come around, is we done?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. If I get married, it's over. But right now, Bryn can have me whenever she wants.
Okay. Well, listen. We made it.
Oh my God.
Hold on. What was said? I missed that. What was said?
He said Bryn can have him whenever she wants.
Oh, I thought somebody said something after that.
No.
Oh, wow. Okay. So we made it to 12 o'clock, guys. Made it to 12 o'clock. It's Wednesday night. 10 to 12. Y'all know how we do it. It's the Tastemaker Pod. Give you just a taste of the culture. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about what's going on. Normally, we're going to talk about that from a Christian perspective, from a black perspective, as we get older, from an auntie and uncle perspective. Guys, have you embraced your unk season yet or no?
I'm not an unk.
Okay.
You are an unk.
Charles, you've embraced your unk season.
You see this outfit? Unks don't dress this
Brina,
well.
You've embraced your auntie season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm definitely an unk.
I'm not an unk.
Goss,
I'm still out here with the YNs.
Okay, I mean, yeah. Listen. I be. It's
a lot to be said about
sometimes. But you know what I'm saying.
My lifestyle, bro.
My YNs are more likely wearing quarter zips nowadays. You know what I mean? I'm in that transition phase with them. Yeah, drinking matchas. Yeah.
Nah, bro. So. I'm out here wearing these clothes like the YNs, DJing with the YNs, and they love me, and I love them.
Okay.
I'm the old
That's
young
what
nigga.
It is. Old young nigga. You was an old young nigga.
I'm the OYN.
Listen. Anyway, y'all, it's been a fun night. It's Wednesday night. We out of here. That is your man, Charles. That's your man, Goss. That is Brina. They call me, quote, we your tastemakers for the night, and most likely we'll catch you next Wednesday night at 10 p.m. in these YouTube streets. Make sure to like, subscribe, share. Yeah, we're just talking about culture. We're just talking about things, and we'll see you next week.